So it's been 2 years since I was at summer camp. Last year we had our big trip to Europe, so we didn't come. But often we see the same people as counselors year after year, and we come to know them, and the kids are familiar with them. We know the camp staff, they're paid for year-round work, but the counselors come in just for the summer. And this summer, I hardly knew anybody. I knew the camp staff again and one volunteer staff, but none of the rest of the counselors, which is fine. I've done a lot of camp work. You expect some turnover. You know, people grow up, they get a life, they get a job, they get all those things. But it made me think of something I hear often in the church from folks who've been away for a time, or maybe they travel, or maybe they mostly worship online, and then they come into church and they go, I don't know anybody anymore. And one, generally that's an over-exaggeration. We have lots of people who've been around forever, but there's so many new faces that are unfamiliar. We don't know them, we don't know their names, and we don't know what the norms are. And there were schedule changes, and there were building changes, and there were all kinds of different changes, because that's what happens. And it's easy to lament and bemoan, like, oh, I don't know anyone, I don't know their names, it's all unfamiliar, I have to learn all these new things. And at the same time, all of those new people and those new things are a sign that we are continuing to grow and have new life and new people and new viability. And those are all good things. I get wanting to be known and to know your community and wanting to be seen and have people know your name and excited to see you. I definitely laud all of those things and try and do all of those things for those of you that I do know in person. But also we need to remember not knowing everybody is a sign that we are growing, that we are learning, that we have health and vitality and inflow, because otherwise we're just sort of a pond staying stagnant, which can be viable for a while, but without an inlet of fresh water, of new life, the pond gets kind of sick. And a church is a similar thing, that it's a living organism and it can sustain as is by itself, just sort of cut off from the rest of the world for a while. But ultimately, at the end of the day, you need new people, new things, new ideas, new possibilities, new ministries, new music. I know that one's crazy. But all those things are signs that we are learning and growing together, and those should be celebrated. So next time you look around, you go, I don't know anybody, or I have no idea what the schedule is, or we've never done it this way. Remember, those are signs that we are learning and we are growing and we are receiving new life from God through our ministry. Take care, friends.